Action.
Hello, my name is Chris Sharrock, and today I'm going to show you my fast and easy apple pie with a lattice top. Before we get started, I'm going to preheat the oven to 425. Okay, for the sake of time, I've already chopped up my apples and added them into my mixing bowl. For an apple pie, I like to use Granny Smith apples because they're more firm than most apples and they just have more of a tartness to them, and it adds to the flavor of the pie. To our apples over here, I'm going to add a fourth a cup of brown sugar, a fourth of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and an eighth of a teaspoon of lemon juice. I've also already added in a half a cup of cornstarch, and what that's going to do is it's going to help to thicken up our pie filling, and it just makes it set better. Oops. So I'm going to get it real nice and mixed in so everything's even. Okay, that looks pretty good now. So I'm going to take this, the pie filling, and I'm going to dump it into my pie crust. This pie crust that I have, this is store-bought. It's for the sake of time, just so that I can get it in here. If you have a little bit more time, and it's not going to be you in a hurry, then you could definitely take the time and make your own pie crust homemade, but it's whatever suits you best. I'm going to make sure that everything on the top is even and spread out nicely. Now I'm going to come over here and scoot my pie out of the way, my cutting board out of the way, and I'm going to roll out my pie crust. This is also going to be store-bought, but the same as the crust. If you have a little bit more time, then you can make it yourself. I'm going to throw just a little pinch of flour on here, and this is just going to make it easier for me to work with. And rub that in so you can't see it anymore. So all I have is a little cutter. It just has a straight edge on it, and I'm going to cut strips. I want to go about 1.5 inches in width and just as long as the pie crust. If you don't cut in a perfectly straight line, it's going to be okay. When they're eating your yummy apple pie, nobody's going to complain. So I'm going to cut about 7 or 8 strips each way. Because I'm going to need about 4 and 4. Normally you won't need these end pieces, but I'm going to keep them anyway just in case. So I'll pull my pie back over here, and I'm going to lay my 4 vertical, and if it overhangs, that's okay. We're just going to leave it, and then at the end we can trim it if need be. Just going to lay them across there. There's number 4. Still lots of extra over here, but it's okay. Now this is where the lattice comes in. What you're going to want to do is you lay it on top first, and now you're going to go over under, weaving it in and out. So I'll pick up this one, drop it back down, pick up this one, drop it back down, and what it's going to be is over under, and you're going to alternate every single time. I'll lay my next one on there, and it's going to be the opposite this time. So I'll start out with an under, and then once I get down here, it'll be under again. And the same way as the vertical, I'm going to go 4, looks like that. My last one. Just going to go under. And now you have a really good looking apple pie. So what I'm going to want to do is on the edges, you're going to push it down. You're going to smush it into your pie crust. Just like that. And then I'm going to have my cutter, and I'm going to take it around the edges, and I'm just going to cut off my extra pieces. So I'll do that. So we have them all done. We're just going to press them down one last time. There we go. And to finish it off, we're just going to take our cinnamon, pop the top. We're just going to sprinkle it all across there. Make sure it's nice and even. We're going to pop it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. We'll set the timer. In 25 to 30 minutes, you're going to have an awesome apple pie. My name is Chris Sharrock, and that's how you make a fast and easy apple pie with a lattice top. Thanks.